This game is rated E10 for ages 10 and up. For more information, please go to esrb.org.
Hello everyone, Kirbyvolt here, but you can call me KV, and welcome back to the Tears of the Kingdom logs. On the last log, we fought more boss monsters. We got rid of all the Gleoks now. We're missing one Hinox. I think there's 11 of the constructs, a bunch of Taluses, so we're not going to worry about that. Probably. I forgot what the other type that we got rid of, because we have 3 metal... Oh, I was right. Frox. The Frox is one of them, yeah. I should pay attention and look to the look at the screen when I'm talking, shouldn't I? Shush, shush, shush. Today, we have 3 shrines left. And from what I recall, we're going to be tackling all of them in this log. So let us begin with getting some more shrines done and dusted for the completion's sake. I mean, you don't have to, you don't want to, obviously, but I wanted to, because I thought it would be fun. Alright, outside equipment's prevented. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, no, not that. What do we got? Proving grounds rotation. Well, you know what they say. One good turn deserves another. Actually, I don't know who says that. The doorknob from the Disney Alice in Wonderland movie says that, but that's about it. Did you know that doorknob did not exist in the original book? It was made for the movie. I mean, if you read the book, you probably knew that. But that's listed as a fun fact in Jiminy's journal in Kingdom Hearts 1, which then starts to really, like, kind of beg the question, wait a minute. How does Jiminy know that? What meta-textual stuff does Jiminy know that he's not telling other people? Like, there's a lot of weird things in Kingdom Hearts 1. Like, I know a lot of people are like, oh man, it's the best one. And that's totally valid. Not going to say that you shouldn't think that. But, man, there's just a lot of weird stuff that, like, don't add up in that game at all. Like, Jiminy knows about how there is a book version of Alice in Wonderland and a movie version. And this shield has a cannon. Okay, I thought that was just a cannon, but I guess it was a shield with a cannon. But the other thing is, like, the beginning of the game, they're trying to build a boat to go some. Wait, no, they're trying to build a raft. They're trying to build a raft, even though the island that they play on is a different island from where they actually live. So they already had boats that they could have been using. At the time, if you go, oh, it's just child logic, fine for the most part. I mean, the Jiminy stuff still doesn't make any sense, but that's okay. But I think, like, the honest to goodness issue with Kingdom Hearts storytelling is that as the games kept going on, they basically said, please take us seriously. And they didn't spout nonsense that was still, hey, this is a child's perspective. When the reality is like, okay, no child is going to think like Master Xehanorts. Sorry to say, I killed something down there? I guess I blew up something down there. All right, Geronimo, yay! And there's nothing wrong with that. It just needs to be consistent, and it isn't consistent. The stupid time travel mechanics still make me angry to this day. Which is hilarious, because Dream Drop Distance is actually my favorite Kingdom Hearts game. But I also know what I'm about, and I'm okay with having things be absolutely nonsense, as long as I get to enjoy how nonsense they are. Anyways, this was definitely meant to be done a lot earlier in the game, and, well, we did it now! Yay! But it really just comes across to everyone's own personal opinion and interpretation. Like, I still enjoy the Kingdom Hearts games. I'm not following them for the plot. I gave up on that I think, back with days, if I'm going to be honest. There's good character moments, but it is not a cohesive plot, and people trying to argue it is kind of makes me go like, okay, that's nice, but there are things that are better written than that. Why was I thinking about that again? Oh, because I said the one good turn deserves another because it was rotation, the shrine. I like Alice in Wonderland, the movie. Which one? Sure. I don't know. Pick a random one. I probably like it. It is mostly nonsensical. And, like, you know, I'm okay with that. Like, if you're gonna be nonsensical and you stick with it, I can follow you. If you're gonna be nonsensical and then all of a sudden say, by the way, I need to start making sense now, 20% of the time you're not gonna hit the mark. Wait, no. 20% of the time you will hit the mark. There we go. 80% of the time you won't hit the mark. And I only bring this up is because I remember the manga series. I forget. It's like Kateol Hitman Reborn, or it's just called Reborn in the West, which was about this high school kid who had bad confidence issues, and then he learned that he's actually the grandson of a mafioso, and the mafioso died, and so now he's been selected to become the new leader of the mob, and he's being trained by this hitman baby. It's really funny, and it's amazing because, like, the first 70 chapters of it is just a gag manga, and it's great. And then you get past that, and it's like, okay, now we're gonna do a plot. And it pulled it off, and I actually really appreciated that. Like, you can do it. You can be nonsensical and then say, okay, never mind, please take it seriously. But you have to really work at it. You have to really get all your ducks in a row. And Reborn did a really good job, I would say. It's a shame that it unfortunately got canceled. It had an ending, but it was one of those, like, hey, we know we're getting canceled, so it's not really, like, the ending we definitely wanted to do, but it's like, well, we're at least wrapping it up, kind of, sort of. Although, now that I'm thinking about it, like, with a lot of recent manga that I've been seeing, I wonder how many actually do get proper endings. Because, like, Naruto got a proper ending. I mean, technically, if you don't count literally everything else that comes after it. I think most of... crud, what is her name? Uretse Yatsuda's author and Inuyasha's author. Her name is... gonna look it up right now. I think it's, like, Rimiko Takahashi. But I might have that name wrong, so let me double check. Oh, Rumiko Takahashi. I had it mostly right. Okay, never mind. Most of her series do have proper endings, so that's good. Oh. Remember when Addison, we did stuff with Addison? Yeah, I remember. Like, I know Jujutsu Kaisen recently wrapped up, and it definitely had a rushed ending because... I don't know if it was because it wasn't doing well in terms of popularity, and they wanted to axe it so they could give a new series a try, or if there's something else going on with it, but, like, a lot of series that I've seen lately just kind of die and don't get to... They either don't get far enough to really stretch their wings, or they get far enough and they go, hey, by the way, we're cutting you. And it's just like, oh, okay, that's nice. I guess it's really just, it's like a super cutthroat industry these days. Those trees are going to attack me. Well, there's bananas there, and the bananas would have a Yiga attack me, which is like a tree attacking me. So we're not going to go over there. No, I want the bananas anyways. Wait, idea. I told you the trees are gonna attack me. just happens that they weren't like the trees that I hate. It's just these guys who I also don't care for, but they don't startle me, and they're idiots. So I'm more than ready to just kind of beat the crap out of them. And set them on fire, and, you know, just all this good stuff. I mean, they can hurt me maybe a little bit, that's fine. I don't care, it's gonna rain, I don't care. They got Midoru attacking now, like, you guys, like, I got my bananas. I win. I got the bananas. You guys aren't gonna get diddly squat. Oh no, another force in my heart. Whatever shall I do? Oh, okay, I guess you can run away. Like a coward! So I'm trying to think, what about, like... I know when I read Manjin Tante Nuro, Demon Detective Nuro, that series did technically get a proper ending. I don't think that was rushed. That author went on to write Assassination Classroom, which I've heard is actually pretty decent, but I've never read it, actually. Makes me kind of wonder, like, you know, what if, hypothetically speaking, first off, Akira Toriyama is still alive, which, rest in peace, what a legend he was. But what if Dr. Slump had just finished, and I had read Dr. Slump, and all of a sudden he starts writing Dragon Ball? Like, I know that seems like a crazy what-if scenario, considering, like, how popular Dragon Ball became, but I have a feeling that, like, if I had read Dr. Slump, and then I started reading Dragon Ball, I might be like, okay, I could be of two camps. Oh, okay, I kind of like what this is, I'll keep going with it, or, oh, I liked your previous work more, I'm kind of done, I don't want to read this. I feel like that's kind of, like, it's kind of how I felt. Like, I have the basic premise of Assassination Classroom understood, I think. And I guess it just didn't interest me as much as Manjin Tante Nuro. And I have a feeling that, like, if knowing me as I am now in today, if I had read Dr. Slump and then Dragon Ball came out, I'd probably go like, oh, this isn't like Dr. Slump, I don't want to read this. Which sounds crazy, but it's kind of, I'm kind of curious. Is like, I wonder how like the reaction was back in the day when that happened, because like, I don't think Echida Oda is going to write any other series at this point. I think he can coast on One Piece money for the rest of his life. I've never been in this cave? Oh, okay. But like, I definitely... Is Kishimoto writing Boruto? I don't think he is, but I guess we can check that out. I mean, I wasn't super interested in Naruto to begin with. Okay, no, he was the supervisor for the Boruto manga. He didn't actually write the Boruto manga. Okay. At least that's what a quick search told me. So, maybe I'm wrong on that. I know I'm not as interested in Inuyasha as I am in Urusei Yatsura. Oh, hey, buddy! Oh, okay, just plop on top of me, that's fine. And I've heard lots of good things about Ranma 1/2, but I'm also not as interested in that as I was in Urusei Yatsura, which seems silly because I think they're both the same kind of off-the-cuff humor type manga series. Just Urusei Yatsura was doing a lot with both sci-fi and fantasy, and I think Ranma is more strictly fantasy. Well, I mean, they're both daily life manga, but where they get stuff from, as far as like stuff that happens during it, is there's kind of a blend of fantasy and sci-fi in Urusei Yatsura, and I think Ranma is mostly just fantasy. I should probably give it a try sometime. I know there's a recent new Ramna series that came out. I should read that. I should read that. Yeah. We all read anime. I mean, subtitles and everything, but I'm sure they have their fantastic dubcasts. Yeah, where was I? Oh yeah, because I didn't want to read Assassination Classroom. But interestingly, I did really like the manga series Sket Dance, and its author, it made some other series about kids lost in space I never read. But I have been reading his recent series Witch Watch, and I've been really enjoying that, so maybe sometimes it's just kind of you just need a little bit of a buffer point. Maybe if the author of Nuro and Assassination Classroom makes another manga series, maybe I'll read that. Maybe I'll be into that. But you never know. And you also want to give lots of other artists, artists? What the heck? A lot of other artists chance to grow and do their own thing. And I've tried to be reading a lot of more kind of new and upcoming talent, at least in the Shonen Jump side, since I have the ability to read those. And they have been really kind to a lot of the up-and-coming talent, if I'm being honest. A lot of those series getting canceled left and right. Oh, there is Kagurabashi, the standout that's like still that's going strong, and good for them. They should continue to go strong, and I hope they don't get into any problems. Also, we saved that guy. Anyways, we're looking for a shrine. This is all a bonus. I hear shrine. Oh, it's probably if you go up through the bone. A bonus? Okay, that wasn't funny. Mao Ikes. Mauikes. That guy. It's their shrine. Except all the shrines are governed by Rauru and Sonia, I think, kind of. So I don't know. Are they like... I wonder if like these are all names of like Zonai people that pass... This is a reward shrine? What? That's crazy. Because I saved the dude? I mean, sure, but... Rauru, how did you know that? How did you know there would be a dude captured here whenever this shrine popped up? Who knows how many millennia in the past, and then reward me for saving the guy. I mean, I could have just left the guy there, actually, and just found it on my own, so maybe the reward is finding it, but... You forgot one thing, Rauru. I have a tracker. It helps most of the time. But thanks. Thanks for filtering out all the evil goop and stuff. I don't like it. Hey, did you know that little chestplate thing you're wearing is now your sister's face? Kind of, sort of. Because her soul's in the construct body, and like that's the... Is that like a construct thing, or is that like a Zonai thing? I mean, I guess the constructs are made by the Zonai, but what I mean is... That specific design, is that like... a specific Zonai thingamajig that is specific to the Zonai that isn't usually used for construct creation. I mean, you probably don't know. It's probably above. You're probably just like, hey man, I just want to be here with my hot wife, and you know what? That's fair. So I'll leave you to it. But next time I'm going to ask you about it, and if you don't know, then you don't know. But I would like to know. And no, I can't ask Minoru. Because, reasons. I don't know about that, Link. I think you probably could ask my sister about your question here. Nope, can't do it. Well, isn't she with you? Well, she never follows me into the shrine, and I kind of need both of you here to do it. Link, I'm a statue right now. I can't say anything if I wanted to. That didn't stop her. That mech body of her doesn't have a mouth. Link, I literally told you that the last time we met would be the last time we met, and that was, I mean, what, log 4? Link, KV, whoever the heck I'm talking to right now, dude. I'm a figment of your imagination. I'm not here. My spirit has passed on already. Okay. Well, if just in case you haven't, and your spirit's still out there, like maybe preparing for something or other, I don't know, I have questions. Good for you, and you can discover the answers on your own time. Meh. Oh, hey, buddy. Yeah, guess what? This is gonna be the last time. Alright. It's finally time. Oh, we have plenty of those. Maxing out the batteries. Ba-ba-da-boo. And now they're all blue. Yay! Oh? Okay. Ooh. Ooh, yeah. What we got? Oh, this is actually really helpful. I'll take all of them. I mean, I have the zone. I have these crystallized charges to burn. Might as well just take what I can get. We definitely need fans. I like having rockets. Steering stick? Do you have steering stick? You do! Oh, okay, we're not going to get steering stick right now. I was going to check out other things, like... Is there anything, like, I've missed over the course of the game? Just in case there's, like, some kind of special thing I didn't get. No, we definitely got stuff. And big battery is worth the most, because it's big battery. But I will take those steering sticks. So thank you for that. I guess I will take all the big batteries too, just because I can, and that way I'm emptying out my pockets so it feels like I'm actually getting stuff. Alright, I'll enjoy further visits with you too, if I remember that you sell stuff now, because I might not remember that. Past me may not remember that. Alright. The last shrine we have to get, from what it looks like, is a shrine that I thought we had gotten, but we didn't. So, we're gonna go take care of that. And then look at that. We've been to Mew shrines. Give it up for Mew, the 151st Pokemon. Which... Now I'm starting to question other things. Mewtwo is literally called Mewtwo. Cloned from Mew's DNA. The Pokedex entries are technically considered, like, well, not, like, completely, but the Pokedex entries are, quote-unquote, considered the order that Pokemon were discovered in, based on, I think one of the games kind of give that conclusion away, or at least hinted at it. So then, Mewtwo was discovered before Mew, but you can't make Mewtwo without Mew, so... I think those numbers are full of crap. I mean, I guess Like, you can't make Charmander without Charizard if you think about it, but I guess you can't make Charizard without Charmander. Can't make Pichu without Pikachu, but Pichu didn't exist in the... What am I doing? Oh. Down even further? Well, good talk. I'm glad I struck you completely in the shield so many times. There we go. Okay, and there's a shrine in the bottom of this? Okay. I wouldn't have thought to do that. So, oh, what? There's also a dispenser down there? Okay, well, there's the shrine. I would probably go activate the shrine so you have a warp point. Yeah. Ga-ahi-sass. The sass of Gahi. Huh. Okay. Because, yeah, I thought I had done everything on this Sky Island, but I guess, like, that was still a, hey, by the way, did you know there's a shrine here? And it's like, wait, there is? I went through all the dark things. Well, it's even further below. And why I probably didn't know that at the time is because I was trying to track something else that wasn't shrines. So it never popped up on the radar. And hey, we get one more dispenser to figure out all the contents it has, such as a spring, a hover stone, a balloon, and a mirror. And is that everything? No, it's not. There's a fifth entry. What could it be? We still don't have it. Oh, it's wing. Never mind. We do have it. I don't know if we're gonna make it... Oh, okay. I stand corrected. Oh, what is this? What is this nonsense? What is this nonsense? There we go. Yeah, ah. I was so... I was close, but still off. Alright. Anyways. Go home, Korok. How'd you even get up here? Alright. Everyone, I present to you the final shrine of Tears of the Kingdom. At least that we found. Kind of crazy. 142 logs. Oh, I didn't even realize you could kind of like just stand in the entrance there. That's kind of neat. There you go. And it's Reward Shrine. Well, considering that I completely missed this the first time, this is kind of a fitting reward because I wasn't thinking to look to look on the bottom of the Sky Island. Alright, what's the prize? A star fragment. Okay, that's actually worth it. Alright, and I'm being very dramatic on this one because it is the final shrine. Look at the detail they went to actually make sure that his feet mostly hit on the steps properly. That's kind of crazy. Can't activate it from that side, but we can go through it. We can make a silly face. Now, once we touch this, these pillars will no longer do that, and there will be no more pillars that will continue to spin around like that. We also can't climb this, because it is made out of the mysterious unclimbable material. We can fall off, though. As to why I did that, I don't know. Just to show that we could, I guess. Also, did that do a full heart, or was it already down some damage? Yeah, and it's really cool at the shrine. Like, they have that detail of how Raru's arm looked when you first found it, when it was holding Ganondorf back. So, like, these all connect basically to Raru's life force, I would assume, in some form or fashion. Or at least to the Zonai themselves. Alright. Let's receive our final Light of Blessing. And get mad that it's still called that, because that's silly. But also look at the cool pillars as they're twisting and turning around, because that's actually a really cool animation. No, taking the shrine music here, the reward shrine music actually is kind of nice and calming. Alright. Now, Raru, about those questions. This is the last shrine. You're done. I'm not going to answer any questions you have. Well, dang it. I have. I thought I got everything, and then I didn't realize that I didn't have everything here. Alright, please give me the light that will cleanse the evil and stuff. And one final filter of the arm. We'll have one more filter of the chest. There we go. Getting all that gloom gunk out of there. Our last set of 4. This is the final Light of Blessing. Make your way to the Temple of Time. There you shall find a suitable reward for your efforts. The Shrine Explorer has opened up as a new side quest. So we're not quite done with the shrines yet. We're done, but we're not fully done, if you get my drift. Alright then. They said to the Temple of Time. So let's make our way there. And knowing me, I'm going to try to be dramatic right now, so we're not going to just teleport there. We're going to fly all the way there. Because it's cool. Have everything set out. Yawn. Here we go, and that's not the Great Sky Island. Yeah, the Great Sky Island's over there. Man, though, finding all 152 shrines, the amount of crazy stuff you do throughout the game to kind of locate all of them, especially with how some of them function, the fact that the 120 that are located on the ground are all tied to a light route, it's just... I love the exploration of this game. I love it so much. And yeah, it's a bit more crazy compared to its predecessor, since we're dealing with 3 different planes and caves and all that. But that kind of makes it enjoyable. There's just a lot of different fun things to kind of discover that you just kind of wouldn't if you're just going strictly by the story. And there's nothing wrong with doing that either. But I did really appreciate exploring this map as much as possible to really find everything we possibly could. And knowing the actual log count that we had for total amount of logs, we haven't found everything I want to yet. We're still going to try to tackle every single side quest that we have on our side quest list. But now we have all the major things done. We've done all of the phenomena. We've gotten all of the dungeons done. We've found all of the sages. Found the Master Sword. Upgrade our batteries to max. Found every single shrine. And we'll upgrade our hearts to the max. Including, trading 2 of them to have less stamina. But I'd rather have max stamina. I'm trying to think, what else have we accomplished? We've gotten nearly every single clothing item. I think we're still missing a few. We've gotten nearly all of them. We've upgraded a good chunk of them to the max. We've found almost all of the caves because we're only missing a few booble frogs left. All the light roots were found in the depths. I think we found every Yiga base in the depths as well by this point. Oh, we're not even halfway there. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. I lost my train of thought. Oh, we got all the Sable Trotters back together to unlock all the Great Fairies. We found all of the Geoglyphs. Just, there was a lot to do in this game, and I honestly have just enjoyed it so much. And we're not quite done yet, as I've mentioned. So the next couple of logs are going to probably be the most interesting, because I don't really recall what I did outside of trying to just clear off everything possible there was to do outside of the Koroks, because I'm not insane. And if you want to get all the Koroks, good for you. I'm not doing that. Shush. Well, we've also hunted down quite a few of the boss monsters, like every Molduga, Gleeok, and Frox has been subdued. We're very close to getting all of the, I think all the Hinoxes. We've created so many recipes. I think the recipe book is still something that we're really slacking on. Oh, that is just a full charge. Wow, I have been, wasting those when I was using them earlier. Oops. Shush. We got Summer Home for Link. We've participated in so many different minigames and everything. Just, this has been quite the journey. I like that I take times like this to kind of reflect on everything that's come now and before. And there's still a few things after. But man, what a game. I love this game, man. It is just... I love adventure, and I love being able to kind of just go and do things the way I want to do them, when I want to do them, for the most part. And I love the freedom that you're granted in these types of things. And I'm still curious to see what a more traditional 3D Zelda will look like in the future. I hope, though, it still keeps some of the adventure aspect of this in mind, while at least going back to the more traditional dungeons. And here we are. The very first shrine we did in this series. Hello there. Yukoa Shrine. We now come to the Temple of Time, which has a guard. Hi. Go away, please. Thank you. I don't really need that. And hey, you know what? With how far we've come, we should show off how long it's been. Look at. I can put the. Yeah, I gotta put the cloak on. It's my favorite part, my favorite clothing item. And I've mentioned this kind of slightly before, but the back of Link's palm is actually the symbol for Recall. The arm only gave us 3 powers. Raru's arm. It gave us Ultra Hand, it gave us Fuse, and it gave us Ascend. It did not give us Recall. Recall actually is the very first Sage power we ever obtained, because it came from Zelda herself. Do I talk to you? Do I get special reward from you? Oh, there's a treasure chest behind you. Okay. Yeah, well, I'll take the heart container. Yes, please. I'll be sobbing wet, as usual, in these cutscenes. Well, got rid of the gloom at least. Can't get rid of the sobbing wet. And that is every major upgrade, outside of upgrading clothes and whatnot. Heck yeah. But yes, this treasure chest will appear after you have gone all of the shrines, and the reward is Ancient Hero's Aspect. This item is said to have contained something incredibly crazy. The spirit of a hero who once saved Hyrule. And what it does is, behold, this is the Zonai form of Link. Which is pretty neat. I'm still sobbing wet. My only critique is it gives him red mane, which I don't quite get, because that hair is associated with the Gerudo, and the only male Gerudo that we know in Tears of the Kingdom, or like literally ever, is Ganondorf. So it's kind of weird because basically he looks more like a short Ganondorf Zonai than Link as a Zonai. And I wonder how many theories are out there regarding this, because maybe the thought process is, if things had gone better in the past, maybe Ganondorf actually would have become the hero, and this is the form he would have taken after he rightfully obtained a Secret Stone, as opposed to forcibly taking one. Who knows? But it's a good idea to think about. It's just weird to me. It's just like, Rauru and Minoru had white hair. So why is... And Link has blonde hair. So, at the very least, you could have given him blonde hair, but no, it's red. And I'm going to guess because it stands out more. But again, you think of Ganondorf when you look at it. I'm sorry to say. Just a weird choice. Now, as a clothing item, this takes up all 3 slots. This is both the headpiece, the chest, and the pants. So its defense, being 12, is great until you realize that means it's 4 each for every section. So we need to upgrade this like every other clothing item, because otherwise its defense is pretty cruddy. And while it is a cool reward, I don't think we use it for much more than a few logs here and there. Because it's a really cool idea, it's a really cool model, and it makes it kind of extremely curious of where this came from. Because was this always intended to be a reward? Was this meant to be something that tied more into the past? Was there a section where you play in the past? There's a lot of things to ask with this specific set, with what it is and where it came from a game development standpoint. But as it is, it's cool that you get an extra little skin for Link, and it looks nice. Now, the benefit is, because it is a full armor for every single part, when you upgrade, it upgrades a lot in terms of the defense. And hilariously, as you're probably noticing, the majority of the items that are needed are the boss monsters. In which case, we've been slaying a bunch of them, So we should have most of the materials to upgrade this to max already. I don't think this gives you a special bonus. Molduga guts. Well, we killed all Moldugas, so there was no point to fighting more, but... Alright. We'll have to do that later. But again, it is an extremely cool reward. I just, like, man, I want to know what was the reasoning for making this and including in the game, because this type of model doesn't just come out of the blue. This is definitely, they had something else in store and they scrapped it and they gave it to you as reward instead. Because I believe, if I recall correctly, they're going to initially have an adult version of Link playable in Majora's Mask, and that got scrapped, and that's why the Fierce Deity Mask exists, because they were able to reuse those assets to something that would still fit the rest of the game. And I feel like this is a similar situation. Now, I know what you're doing past me, and no. You cannot change the color of this, even though technically you are wearing parts of Zonai armor on you. You can't actually change the colors of it. So, yeah, it's just gonna stay the way it is. We can't dye those clothes. It's a fabric thing. What do you mean? He's got a little fabric thing right around his waist right there by his thighs. Oh, well. It's also funny because you have Raru's arm that has the gold on it on the right, and you actually see what a regular Zonai armor would look like if it wasn't Raru's, I guess. Anywho's, we're out of time, and I gotta do this fast. So, thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. You don't have to, you don't want to, but it's always appreciated. Tears of the Kingdom on Nintendo Switch. It will be playable on Switch's successor, so please pick it up if you haven't already. Other Zelda games that are on the Switch and playable on the Switch successor are cool too, but most importantly, please have a wonderfully great day, and I will see you all in the next one. Until then, ciao.